why did you choose FuseSource as opposed to, say, MuleSoft or, say, Talon, where I know you have an indirect strategic relationship because they're the ETL behind Jasper, which is a very good partner of Red Hat's.
And hey, I think Bertrand's a great guy. I know him well at Talon as well. Let me spend just a minute on context. I
Sure.
don't have a lot of time, but I think Red Hat, any company really needs to know what are you good at and what's defensible, and make sure you build your business around that.
Yeah.
What we think we are good at is catalyzing open source communities. And so when we, I think, all recognize that our ESB community just wasn't that big or growing, we didn't start off with what's necessarily the leading product or the largest company out there. We started to say, what is the most robust community out there that we think that we can help catalyze and bring to market, put our effort around. And clearly Camel, it's an Apache project.
Yeah.
And then you're looking and say, okay, well, can we hire enough people there that we can do it ourselves, or is there a company that has a lot of the great talent there, and they got 10 committers in Camel, right? Fuse, and so it just made sense. And frankly, I know the guys at Mule well. I think they've done a nice job, but they don't have a community built the way Camel has been built. So we think that community has already developed a great product, but it has the ongoing kind of right ingredients to really be the leader, right? If you honestly believe that robust community builds better software, then it was without question that Fuse makes the most sense.
Is there a short list that you're looking at? Last time you were looking big data, is there a certain class of company, or is it just a question, again, as you were just saying now, looking for communities where you can just do some sort of accretive add-on, as it were, to your existing business?
Well, no, I think it's two things. It needs to fit in our space. And so it's a bunch of things that fit in our space. You then need to say, okay, within that space, is there a company that has so many of the community members that we need to acquire that company versus just hire a few people?
Sure.
And then see, and very, very importantly, do those people want to be part of Red Hat? Because, recognize when you buy an open source company, if the people aren't coming and committed and passionate about staying, you spend a lot of money for what? Because you don't get any intellectual property. The thing that we loved about Gluster, yes, we loved the technology, but the team really wanted to be part of Red Hat. They said, we always want to be the Red Hat of storage. This would be great because we can truly be the Red Hat of storage.
Literally.
And, exactly.
Yeah.
And so they really wanted to be part of Red Hat. And so that was really, really exciting. I can tell you with Fuse, the key thing, honestly, I should say that now, we've already signed the documents. It wasn't really price. It was, are the 10 guys going to commit to staying? Do they want to be part of Red Hat? What can we do to make them happy, right?
Good.
And so, there's when you look at the areas out there, software-defined networking is really interesting. Many things around big data, potentially analytics, are all things that are interesting that would make sense around our infrastructure. The key is, are there companies that make sense to acquire, and do the people really want to be part of Red Hat? Because you get some people really want to be part of Red Hat, and some people, and I don't blame them at all, say, hey, I want to go try to make $1 billion, right? I want an IPO and a big blah, 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 right? Sure. And that's a great thing to try to do as well, so I'm not saying anything wrong with that, but that's not, necessarily going to work. Now, let me take another extreme. OpenStack, right? We, obviously, when we've become a big contributor to OpenStack, and we've said that we're going to offer an enterprise product on it, we looked at that and said, we don't need to buy anybody, right? Very dispersed number of contributors. So we said, well, we'll go hire a few contributors, we'll get people contributing, and that's all we need to do. There's no company we need to buy to be a part of that. So, right, it really does, it's community dependent, right?